Now, I'm going to open up my laptop because we've got a special here. I've got to put the password in. There we are. There it is. The third segment of the show is called Would St. David Qualify to Become a Willpower Member? And this episode is going out on St. David's Day. And we asked the question, would Dewi Sant become a Willpower member? Now, I've got a little bit of background on Dewi de Vroer, David the Waterman, as he was known. Apparently, he would stand in freezing cold water and do his reciting psalms in a cold fucking river. Now,
what did he wear?
A loincloth, I presume. Whatever they fucking wore in 500 AD. Like, that's an impressive thing. We all do cold water. And he stood there and did fucking psalm recitals in the cold water. He encouraged Welsh soldiers to wear the leek, to differentiate them, to make them different. He was an early brander. So, like, the leek, the green and white became the red and black of the day. Isn't it? So he's got a few things going for him. Says here that his vouch would be God Almighty. Some angels.
That's a pretty fucking good vouch, isn't it?
It's a fucking heavy vouch. I don't know if God turns up in my office to fucking vouch for people, but Dewi Sant would have God as his voucher. Has his own flag and cult, apparently. And he made the leek the symbol. He was a teacher, preacher, bishop, archbishop, saint. Fucking hell. But he was a bit of a fucker, I think. He didn't like people who didn't do as they were told. So he had a very high standard. Like,
are you about to compare yourself to Dewi Sant?
Is he coming in to train or is he going to be the coach? I don't know what's his role here. Yeah. So, what do you reckon, boys? He was a miracle worker, most famous for elevating the ground beneath his feet so he could propel himself high so people could see him. He had a lot of belief. So belief is the first principal quality at Willpower Weightlifting. You know, and I think we can forgive him a little bit for being such a fucking, he made people plow the ground without cattle, without beasts. So you had to pull the plows yourself as men.
And he forced people to do that, or he empowered people to do that?
Well, I think in 500 AD, it was called force. You don't think you had a choice if you were some kind of Welsh peasant.
Right, fair enough.
You know, waltzing up to the monastery or wherever it was that he fucking hung out in St. David's, ploughing fields, pulling the plough yourself.
And that's the problem I'd have with Dewi Sant.
What problem, John?
Well, George do this, George do that. No, Dewi, I'm not doing it.
No, I think that the whole point was that you submitted your life to one thing, a bit like a weightlifter.
Right, yeah. Oh, I can see that.
So the metaphor here isn't that you're being told to snatch and clean and jerk. You come in the gym wanting to clean and jerk, and I believe his followers wanted to pull the plow. He didn't eat meat. I know.
Vegan. God.
Like all those qualities, and he was a vegetarian. Didn't believe in meat or beer or mead, I think it was called back in those days.
Eating the corn, was he?
Not sure he had corn, but he would eat vegetables, bread with salt. I've got his diet here somewhere. But he would eat bread and salt, vegetables, water, no alcohol or mead or beer, and no meat.
No booze or meat.
No, and he resisted pleasures of the flesh.
So he's boring.
Not fucking.
No fucking.
So no fucking, no meat.
Nope.
And no booze.
Correct.
A boring fella.
Well, he was a miracle worker, and he did create, the flag and the leek and all the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm sure he was a stand-up bloke, and
we do have vegetarians in the gym.
We do, yeah. No, we're not prejudiced in that sense, and yeah, like I've got the utmost respect for Dewi Sant, but would I get on with him? Probably not.
I think you would cause too much carnage in the gym.
It'd be an alpha
clash.
And
There's not an alpha clash now?
No, true. But he's got too much alpha, isn't he? Like he's die alpha.
He's God, mate. You can't one up God.
Well, you can. Should we not go down the
Let's not
God
get into
route?
I'm not going down God route. Mike's brought God in. All I'm saying is, would he become a Willpower member with those qualities? I like the fact that he stands in an ice-cold river preaching. Like, I do that. That's what I do.
Would you get on with him?
Not sure. I think I'd respect him. I'd probably tell him to go and open his own fucking gym.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know.
So, I think, Dewi, if you're listening, up there in heaven, or wherever it is you reside now, with God and the angels, we'd have to say, see you on the platform. Open up your own gym.
Open a gym.
Open up the green and white.
Yeah.
We'll stay red and black.
Yeah, let's have it. He'd probably do a job on us, wouldn't he? But let's give it a go.